Today we're going to multiply using expanded form. And the first thing we need to know is what expand means. So expand is to become or make larger. So we're going to make the numbers larger and then we're going to multiply with them. Expanded form is a way to write numbers by adding the values of its digits. So basically we're going to be using the values of the digits of the numbers and multiplying that. And that is actually going to make solving multiplication problems a little more simple. So as you see here, we have our standard form, in which we normally see numbers written as. So we have 5,578 written in standard form. Here we can see it written in expanded form, or basically just showing the values of each digit. So we have 5,000 plus 500 plus 70 plus 8. On our next slide here, we have a problem. We have 576 times 4, and we're going to try and come up with our product for that, and we're going to do this by using expanded form. So first of all, I'm going to write the expanded form of 576. So taking our number 576 right there, I'm going to write our 500 plus the value of our digit 7 there is 70, plus the value of our 6. That didn't work very well. Let's try that again. The value of our 6 is just 6. There we go. Okay, so that's the number written in expanded form. Now we're going to multiply each of those by 4. So we're going to take a parenthesis here, and we're going to write our 4, and we're going to go 4 times 500. And then we're going to add to that our 4 times 70. And then we're going to add to that 4 times 6. And so by using the extended form, we can find out what 4 times 500 is, and then add 4 times 20. So we multiply 4 times 20. And we'd add it to our product of 4 times 500. And then we'd add our 4 times 6, which is 24, to that. And that would give us our answer. Now I'm also going to draw a model to solve this. And my model is going to be an area model. And so I'm going to draw a model. It's just a rectangle. There we go. And I'm going to divide it into 3 sections. And the reason I choose 3 sections is because I have 3 different values here. We have 500, 70, and 6. So I'm going to put my 500 up top here. I'm going to put my 70 here. And then I'm going to put my 6 here. And then I'm going to put my 4 off to the side over here. So now I'm going to take my 4 and I'm going to times it by 500. Now we know that if when we're multiplying with zeros, we can just look at the first digit. So we have a 5 there. 4 times 5 is 20. It's going to give us 20. And then I have 2 zeros, so I'm going to add 2 more zeros. That's going to give us 2,000. And then I do my same thing with the 70, as I can look at just the first digit. 7 times 4 is 28. So that gives us 28. I have 1 0 there, so I'm going to put 1 0 there. Gets us 4 times 70 is 280. And then 4 times 6 is 24. So that gives us our 24. Then all we have to do is add these together. So we're going to take our 2,000. And we're going to add our 280. And then we're going to add our 24. And we add these up, and it's going to give us our answer. So 4 plus 0 is 4. 8 plus 2 is 10. We have to carry our 1. So 2 plus 1 is 3. And we bring down our 2. We have an answer of 2,304. So we then turn around and write this up here at the top. 2,304. and 4. On our next one here, we're multiplying a 4-digit number by a 1-digit number. So we have 4,730 times 6. And so I can draw a model, or I can just try and solve this out. I'm just going to write it out to begin with. So I'm going to put it in expanded form so that I know all of my things. But I'm going to go ahead and write in the 6 too. So I'm going to put 6 times my value of the 4 there, which is 4,000. And I'm going to put it in parentheses. Plus 6 times my value of the 7, which is 700. Plus 6 times my value of the 3 there, which is 30. Now, because in my 1 section, all I have there is a 0, that's just going to add us in another 0 there. So we're good with this. Because 6 times 0 is going to be 0, and we'd just be adding in 0. So here we go. Let's go ahead and figure out this first one right here. We have a 6 times 4. 6 times 4 is 24. So I'm going to write down my 24. And then I have 1, 2, 3 zeros. So I'm going to add in my 3 zeros. Then we have 6 times 7. Right here, we have 6 times 700. And so we can go 6 times 7 is 42. Or 6 times 7 hundreds is going to be 42 hundreds. So we're going to write 42 hundreds in here. So our 2 needs to be in the hundreds column. So we're going to put our 2 there, our 4 there, and our 2 zeros in. So we have 42 hundreds. And then we have our 6 times 30, or 6 times 3 tens. 6 times 3 is 18, so that's going to give us 18 tens. So with 18 tens, the 8 goes in the tens column. Put the 1 in the hundreds column, and we fill in the 0 back behind it. Now we can add these up, and we get 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 0 plus 8 is 8. 0 plus 2 plus 1 is going to be 3. 4 plus 4 is 8. And then we bring down our 2. And our answer is 28,380. So we get 28,380 as our product of 4,730 times 6. On our last one here, we have 5,246 times 8. So once again, this one here, I'm going to go ahead and draw the model. And so I'm going to go ahead and draw a long rectangle. And because I have 4-digit number here, I want to have 4 sections. So we're going to start there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 different sections. And my factor, my small factor over here by my 8 is going to go on the side here. And then we're going to take the value of our digit 5 there, which is 5,000. And we're going to write it at the top of the first section. We're going to take the value of the digit 2, which is 200, and we're going to write it at the top of the second section. We're going to take the value of the 4, which is 40, put it at the value of up at the top of the third section, and then our value of the 6, which is 6. Now we're going to multiply this out, and I'm just going to look at my 8 times 5, because 8 times 5,000, 8 times 5 is 40, so 40,000 is what my answer is going to be, because I'm going to have my 8 times 5 is 40, plus my 3 zeros. So 8 times 5,000 is going to be 40,000. And we're going to go to the next one here. We have an 8 times 2 hundreds. So we're looking at hundreds. 8 times 2 is 16. So 8 times 2 is 16. So 8 times 200 is going to be 16 hundreds. Then we have 8 times 40, or 8 times 4 tens. 8 times 4 is going to be 32. 32. And if it's 32 tens, then I need to put in my 0. And then we have 8 times 6 is 48. So then I have to add these up. And I'm going to add them up just by looking at them instead of going and creating it vertically. I'm just going to look at them, and I'm going to underline the digits as I'm adding them. So I'm just going to start with my ones place. I have an 8, I have a 0, a 0, and a 0. Well, 8 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 is going to be 8. So then I'm going to go to my tens place. I have a 4 plus 2, which gives me 6, plus 0 plus 0. It's just going to give me my 6. So we're going to put my 6 there in the tens place. Then we're going to go to the hundreds place. As you can see, I'm done with the hundreds over here, so I'm just going to move on over here. I have a 3. So we're going to take the 3 in the hundreds place there. And I have a 6 here. 3 plus 6 is 9. And then hundreds place over here, I have a 0. So that's going to give me a 9. And then we're going to move to our thousands place. As you can see, I'm done over here. Uh-oh. Goofed there. Wrong button. As you can see, I'm done over here. I'm done here. And so here I have the thousands place. So we're going to go thousands place there. We have a 1. Thousands place there, we have a 0, so I'm going to have a 1. And then my 10,000s place, I have a 4. My answer is 41,968. So I'm going to write that up here at the top here, 41,968. And this is how we multiply using expanded form.